Hey Fight fans, welcome back again to another episode with the African Fighters, and on today's episode we are going to be looking at the PFL Welterweight Championship matchup between Magomedkerimov, the Dagestan, taking on reigning champion who's looking to be two-time champion. He goes by the name the Swedish Denzel, Sadibou C. Alright, we all know that Sadibou C has Senegalese roots, and as the African Fighters we will be repping our boy as he looks to become two-time champion and the winner of the PFL playoffs for the second time in a row. Alright, without further ado, we'll be looking at three things that Sadibou C has to do to come out victorious against Magomed. Alright, before we jump right into that, let's give you a little bit of history. Sadibou C has been on a tear. His last loss came against the opponent who he will be facing, Magomed, and that was in 2021. Since then, he has been on a tear. He has not lost a fight, winning every single fight that he has been in until this moment. Yes, he has learned a lot of lessons from that last fight, and we'll look to put all of that together when he gets a chance at revenge against Magomed. Magomed, who beat Sadibou C in 2021 to progress to the finals, ended up losing to Ray Cooper in a match that was one of the fights of the year for the PFL. This is the typical case of a supreme striker. Sadibou C has put up one of the biggest highlights of the year with a spinning wheel kick to the head against Shane Mitchell. No need to talk too much about how talented of a striker he is. We know he's one of the best kickers in the welterweight division in the world entirely. Now, this is just not even in the PFL. However, he has been working on his wrestling game, especially his takedown defense and getting back up on his feet when he gets taken down. Now, this is a side of his game that we have steadily seen improvement in. Even in that fight against Magomed, who is Dagestan, and of course, you know they've got the wrestling in their genes. He did show very good takedown defense, but just wasn't able to get back on his feet when he was taken down in that fight. 7 more fights since then. Let's see if he has gotten enough skill. He has fought different opponents with different skill sets. Some of them have tried to take him down, and he has brutally defeated most of them. Has he gathered enough experience to take on Magomedkerimov for the second time and be victorious? Alright, now looking at the last matchup, you can clearly see that Sadibou C has an enormous reach advantage. However, using this reach advantage against a talented wrestler and a submission artist like Magomedkerimov is not as easy as people think it is. So for me, the first thing that he has to do is number 1, the accuracy of his kicking. Yes, we know Sadibou C is one of the best kickers in the world, but when you go up against somebody with the wrestling skills of Magomedkerimov, you have to be extremely precise. You cannot ask a fighter like Sadibou C to not kick at all, because that will eliminate such a big part of his game. However, we did see him come out in the first round looking to throw those kicks, and then immediately he got taken down because one of those kicks was caught by Magomedkerimov. So what does he need to do? He can kick low, he can kick very high, but you see the kicks to the body, he has to be extremely precise with those. When you leave only one foot on the ground against any wrestler, talk less of a Dagestan wrestler who is really good at what he does, you are leaving yourself very little chance to defend the takedown. Number 2, he needs to control the center of the octagon. In the last fight against Magomedkerimov, we saw him trying to dance around and not being able to establish control of the center of the octagon. This made him push back and get himself cornered too close to the cage, leaving him very little space for lateral movement to escape from takedowns. When you get your back against the cage, it's difficult to defend takedowns. He has to establish himself just like Ray Cooper did when he beat Magomedkerimov to win the title. He needs to stay in the center of the octagon and control the striking. For him to do this, he's definitely going to have to throw more volume than we are used to seeing from Sadibou C. This is because he is a precise striker. He doesn't throw too much volume, but when he throws, he lands. He's an amazing counterpuncher, but he's going to have to throw more volume in the striking matchup. We know Magomedkerimov can hold his own in a battle on the feet. However, Sadibou C's technique and skill on the feet should outweigh his, and Magomedkerimov will not do anything that you do not see coming. It's the straight punch, overhand right. Those are the punches that could hurt you. He is not necessarily the most talented striker, and so you will see it coming if you are that good and you are at the level that Sadibou C is on. Alright, now we move to the third and final thing that Sadibou C needs to do, and that is do not lean in. Yes, we know he has the reach advantage, but he needs to leverage that reach advantage without leaning in. Yes, in the last fight against Magomedkerimov, he did lean in a little bit too much, trying to use the reach advantage, and then couldn't pull back quick enough and sprawl to escape the takedown. Yes, when you lean forward trying to land a right hand or a left jab, that lead leg becomes open for a single leg takedown. With someone as talented as Magomedkerimov, he will take you down if he gets hold of that single leg. Alright guys, leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think Sadibou side needs to do to finally vanquish his demons and beat Magomedkerimov once and for all. Also let us know your predictions for the fight, who you think is going to come out victorious. How do you see this one playing out? Leave your comments in the comment section. We will see you in another episode. Bye for now.
Come on, Africans!